This next one is used, and I recorded it on my Satisfied record, and it's so strange. Grado Potato, as I call him. He signed me to Sony when I was 17, and this was always one of his favorites, and it's always been one of my favorites. And we didn't get to finish then. We're finishing Our Dream Now. But there were so many songs on the Satisfied record I wanted to, to bring back to life again, but at the same time I didn't want to make the same record. And on this song I wrote one day, I'd just gotten an old 1950 something Gibson guitar. I was 17 when I wrote this too, with Sally Barris. And I just gotten a 1950 Gibson guitar, and I went to bed, and I was living with Mama at the time. He's right there. And I went to bed, and I sleep with her every time I spend the night with her. And so I was thinking about how things are worth more when they're used. And I was thinking, even people, like this guitar was probably $100 back in the day, and now, it wasn't, it was more. And I started comparing my mind about how that's kind of like people too. People go through things, and vintage clothes, everything's worth more used. And I just went to sleep with that thought in my mind, and then I woke up at 3 a.m. with this melody in my head and the first verse already written. And I tried to fight with God, and I said, please, I'll remember it, just let me go back to sleep. And he said, get your ass up right now and go in there and write it down. So I did. And so this was a song off of the first record that I wanted to bring back, but I told Vince, I go, we've got to have a different arrangement, because I've listened to you so many times, the way it was on that record, and I said I want it to be new to me again as well. And so, gosh, you came up with this arrangement to just switch it up enough to recut it and make it new again.
Well, the neat thing about this song for me was I love this song, but then we were forced with, we're only going to make a 6-sided record. The original intent of this record was only going to be a 6-sided record, whatever they were calling them, 6-packs or something to do, and so we only had so many slots. And I said, well, I know you've done this song before, is it worth taking up the slot for all this other stuff that you've written? And at the end of the day, we felt this song was so compelling, we did. And this, to me, this has the elegance of a song like Coat of Many Colors for Dolly Parton or something like that. And this is a just beautiful piece of music that she wrote. And interesting side note, Richard Marx is singing the backgrounds on this.
I didn't know that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he's a really...
Thanks, Richard Marx.
Yeah, and he's a great friend of mine. We're great friends, and he's a ridiculously talented guy and wonderful singer. And that's one thing I also wanted to do. As a record producer, I really think your job is to just enhance what it is that the artist already does. And so my footprint on this record is minimal, intentionally. I didn't sing a bunch on it, I didn't play a bunch on it, and I just wanted it to be what it needed to be, and like I said, serve the songs best and create just different characters that to me make a record different. Like that last song that you heard was John Randall, who's here. He sang on that record, and a great singer named Andrea Zahn. I just think if you paint with the same color all the time, you're going to get the same painting. And so these are different voices on all these different songs, and you might recognize Richard in the background, maybe.
Did he think I was cool at least?
He's crazy about it.
Oh, shoot. Okay, good.
And you should have heard what he said about the song. So
Okay.
there you go.
Good.
That's all that matters.
That's awesome.